a lot of people think that they are capitalists, but the truth is, if you are not a bank, you're not a capitalist. And if you use a bank, you're actually closer to like a mark or a sucker. And I want to explain this to you in a pretty simple way. Like, the reason why banks exist ostensibly is to protect your money, from thieves who might steal your cash, right? From if you're keeping your cash under your bed, but also from the market, from the forces of inflation. But if you go to any bank right now, at least in America, the average interest rate is about 0.02%. Like, it's basically nothing. And when we're talking about inflation in America, that moves between 2% and 7%, depending on what's going on. It's always worse to keep your money in a bank than invest it in, I guess, the economy writ large. But here's the really messed up thing about banks, is that if you use a bank, the bank then takes your money, and its job is to invest it and loan out that money to other people who might need it at interest. And the way regulations work in America is that a bank can loan out your deposit. If you put in $100, it can loan out that $100 up to 10 times, depending on the regulation. Sometimes it's only 5 times. But essentially, they take your money and they 5x it immediately by selling by taking your $100 and giving it to other people who need mortgages and then charging interest on that. And they 10x plus interest all of your money. Meanwhile, you are losing money every time you lose a bank because your checking account is only getting 0.02%. And it gets even more messed up, because you remember the mortgage crisis that happened in 2008, 2007? When that happened, we bailed out the banks. As in, you and me, we gave money to the banks that were giving crappy loans, and we saved them, and we didn't help out the debtors, which means that you are a communist for corporations. You are a communist for the banks. So you're a mark. But there you are. That's why if you use a bank, you are not a capitalist, you are a mark. And the only person who isn't actually a capitalist is the person you are being grifted by.